superstar R. Kelly.
A judge in New York used his stardom to groom and sexually exploit underage girls. Jim DeRogatis is the author of the book Soulless: The Case Against R. Kelly. He's been covering Kelly for years and was the first to expose many of the claims against him. Jim joins us now. And Jim, you tweeted just a bit ago, a little less than a year for every year he ruined lives, starting with victim 1 in 1991. Do you see that as a reminder of just how long this case has taken to get to justice?
I just think it's horrifying that women were not believed for so many years. What they all said to me is I was a young black girl. Who was going to believe me? Every system in this city, which I love like you two do, failed these young black girls. The courts, the travesty of the 2008 trial presided over by Judge Vincent Gaughn, the schools that allowed him to come in and talk to sophomores and pick them up, all but a handful of diligent cops, and they deserve some props today. Journalism was not on this story. The black church kept taking his money. The music industry above all. 100 million albums sold. While he was generating cash, no one did anything to stop this predatory behavior, ruining so many lives.
But you stayed with it. What was it that kept you going? I mean, it was back in 2000 when you first exposed it, and then a couple of years later when you exposed the tape.
Yeah. Well, if you're a journalist and your phone rings and a woman says, I've been hurt, I've followed the work you've done, no one believes me, can I talk to you? I don't think you're a journalist. I don't think you're a human being if you don't take that call. Plus, this is an important story, and I don't know, I can watch the worst movie with my wife, Carmel, and I have to see how it ends. And I think today it ended. I know there's a second trial. Jury selection begins in Chicago for a second federal trial that is even going to be more horrifying than the 6 weeks of testimony we heard in Brooklyn, because there are 5 or 6 videos involving 5 underage victims. I think the ramifications are only beginning to sink in. In the history of popular music, where, let us face it, men have been abusing women since the Bobby Soxers to last week, no one has ever been convicted of the breadth and depth and number of crimes as Robert Sylvester Kelly. He is, his song, The World's Greatest, I would only edit that by saying the world's greatest predator.
And there was something of a turf war among the federal prosecutors between New York and Chicago and Minnesota as well. Talk a little bit about how the case first went to trial in New York, but as you mentioned, we've got more trials to come.
Well, after I exposed the story about the cult, 6 or 7 women that he was abusing in Chicago and Atlanta in the summer of 2017. The Mute R. Kelly movement launches. Young black women fighting the notion that he should be supported with their concert dollars and music buying dollars. And of course, Surviving R. Kelly, The Power of Television. Some 36 investigators from the Department of Homeland Security from Brooklyn fanned out across the country and began investigating, interviewing everyone I'd ever interviewed in 20 years of reporting, everyone in my book. They built a really strong case. The Chicago case is strong because, again, there's video evidence, and 2 of the people who were by his side for many years are also indicted. The Brooklyn case was a RICO case, racketeering. He was the head of a criminal enterprise designed to satisfy his sexual urges. We have 2 of those other alleged members of his racket on trial trial with him in Chicago. And then there's Kim Foxx's charges, and then there's Minnesota's charges. I think we're still going to continue to hear about horrible things he did for many years. But when you look at 68 victims whose names I know, how this happened for 30 years, victim number one, 1991, in full view of the world, with every system in Chicago failing these women, it just breaks my heart.
And some of the victims he allegedly met at his first trial there in Chicago at 26 in California. Jim DeRogatis.
A young woman who testified in Brooklyn,
Yeah, Jim, thank you so much for being with us and for your work staying on this story over the years.
You bet.